went to the university, I went to the debate group, and the first time we had a meeting, it was about, are people inherently good or are they inherently evil? And I'm tired of that. Here's how I can prove that people are inherently good and just settle it once and for all. Okay? Look at the world the way it is right now. The people in charge, are they there by brute force, or are they there because they suckered everybody into trust in them? In other words, the people with all the power running the show did so because everyone else believes somewhere in them that there's accountability and credit at the top, that there's people looking out, that there's someone with their hand on the wheel, that there's whistleblowers in the ranks, okay? Even if it's not true that there's good people out there working behind the scenes to make sure we don't all eat shit. What is true is that the masses believe it. Well, that's the naivety and the innocence of a child, to like looking for a father or a mother, a soul looking for its creator, its Lord, its master. We are frail. We live, we die, we get sick, we get hurt, you know. All of the great things in our life are temporary. And so we want something up there that's a guiding force to watch out for us. Because we're vulnerable, because we're all children. And so, because we're sweet, innocent children, all of us, every last one of us, to a degree, that's how I know we're good. Because children are good. There's no such thing as evil fucking children. We're... there is a very cool Ray Bradbury story in October Country, but that's a whole nother story. What I'm getting at is, people are inherently good because we're all born innocent and trusting and loving and needing of nurture and wanting to share that nurture. So yeah, people are good. Yeah. So I guess the real problem is, well, what do you do with all the trust and all the misplaced trust? I had a wonderful discussion several years back with someone about the nature of superheroes, about how they inspire the part of us that looks for that altruistic mentor, an example. You know, we all need our hero, we all need our father, we all need our master, somebody that helps us to establish our ego and superego. And comic books make it so easy. And then you realize why comic books were used and who exploited them. And oh well, like, okay, check this out. Why do comic books have this religious theme to all of them? Thor, that's from a religion. Superman, if you don't know what Superman, all that he represents, then you're missing the bigger picture. The Avengers, like, there's a lot of Satanism in there too, but so many superhero comic book stories, what do they call them, fan books, are the same stories that have been told thousands of years in a different medium. People used to imagine millions and millions and millions of people living and dying in a civilization to an Assyrian god. And then flash forward, you know, several centuries, and now that's a character in the Marvel universe. Like, oh, sorry, everything that you lived and died for and all that you stuff that you believed in and everything, what, it got turned into a comic book? No, it's the other way around. The comic book is making fun of it and realizing that all of society is structured around leadership. Now, it can be cruel leadership, control leadership, but like pure communism doesn't work on its face. It needs to be subversive. It needs to be the sneaky stepdad that you knew better than to trust. You know, it's the guy that volunteered to work at the church, that it just doesn't seem like he should be there, you know? There are elements in this world that aren't true on their surface as they are in their core. They're frauds. And as long as they pretend to be that sweet thing that we all need, which is a guiding hand and a moral authority and an example to live by and someone to set the goal mark, then get where I'm going? Okay. So, yes, people are good because we're all innocent and aspire to be better than we are, and we look for something that is better than us to do it. And that's the quest for God, and we get trapped with people or superheroes or, make-believe. But even without all of that stuff, if you grew up in the wild, you would have to discern this same reality. Are you in your heart looking for something to guide you to be more than you are, or the best that you can be, or the best of what you are, or have you tuned that out and are simply just trying to fill the hole and stuff the comfort and escape from any potentiality, escape from any perfection, any grace? That's the real dilemma. And it's made so much easier when you think, well, somebody else will carry me if I'm weak, or fill in the gap, or somebody else will make the decisions that are difficult for me to make. And I think that the Bible, the teachings of Christ address those and cover them, and because they need to be covered, because they affect all of us. Those questions answered by Christ are questions asked by all men. And so I think that we can't live. We're not made to survive without some kind of parent. You know what I'm saying. We all need a hero. And we have one. And there's a lot of people out there that are pretending to be one or making money off of selling them. But, well, I think I've made my point. I do want to wish everybody a happy day. Say I love you all. God bless.